Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, I am Zach Austin. I am back this week. We are here at Searcy, Arkansas at Harding University. We got your number 4 Booneville Bearcats against the number 3 Harding Academy Wildcats. The captain for Booneville Bearcats is going to be number 52. That is Casey Matson. For the Wildcats, your head captain is going to be the halfback. That's number 8, Andrew Miller. Number 24, I do not have a 24 on my roster. Number 2 is going to be Fox, and number 11 is the quarterback. That's going to be Smith. I was telling Isaac on the way down here, not that anything that rankings, I guess, really, I mean, it matters to the guys and stuff, but anyways, Booneville's been ranked 3 since week 2, since Harding lost to Valley View, and we've been ranked 3rd since week 2. And they've been ranked 4. Well, then this week we just flipped. So your Bearcats are ranked 4th in Class 3A. We are 13-1, counting if you count the forfeit from Danville, that gives us 13 wins. Booneville Bearcats went 7-0 in conference. Harding comes in number 3 in Class 3A. They are 11-2. Their only 2 losses are to Valley View, a 5A school, and then BriarQuest out of Tennessee, private school. I believe that's in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. But they also went 7-0 in their conference. Both of us are 1 seeds. They are at a 3A2. We are at a 3A4. And it is a very windy night. We got the wind out of the west. I would probably guess 5 or 10 miles or so. It's gusting pretty good. The Wildcats are coming onto the field. Give you a couple notes. Booneville Bearcats, they won last week against Glen Rose, 49-21. Harding beat Centerpoint 35-7. Booneville Bearcats had 510 yards on the ground, and Randon Ray had a career night, 220 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he went 97 yards, which is the longest playoff run in Bearcat history. Cody Elliott just 2 weeks before had a 82-yard run, which was the longest playoff run in Bearcat history. Again, these are records for the playoffs. Cam Brazier holds the ultimate record at 99 against Charleston a couple years ago. And also, that is the record by a fullback from Booneville, let alone the record completely. Last week, Dax Goff had 13 tackles, 2 interceptions. He returned one of those for a touchdown last week, and Dunn Daniel had 9 tackles as well. As far as beating or tying the school record, Randon needs 52 yards to tie his dad's record of 4,243. Ryland needs 46 yards to have 1,000 yards. Dax needs 87 yards to have 1,000 yards on the year. And Rocky Ross needs 145 yards to have 4 guys over 1,000 yards. The Bearcats hadn't had 2,000-yard rushers since 2019. We went through a span there. We had 2-3 years where the Cats had 2 guys at least with 1,000 yards or more. Last year, Randon was the only guy with 1,700 yards. Now, I still believe if Ty Goff didn't get injured against Perryville last year, he would have reached 1,000 yards. And here's the kickoff from Pablo Garicos Ferrer, and it's just going to go into the end zone, and the Wildcats are going to take over at the 20-yard line. Now, Harding has not lost to a Arkansas school in 2 years. They are the 2-time defending state champ. And your Booneville Bearcats are coming out looking for revenge as the Wildcats, they lead the series 2-0. Very first meeting was in 2015, and the Cats lost 53-21. The last meeting was last year in the quarterfinals, played here, and the Cats lost 52-21. Empty set. Smith is rolling out to his right. Got some pressure from the Cats, and he's going to have about 3 yards there, and that's going to be Dax Goff on the tackle for your Booneville Bearcats. Now, the Wildcats, they kind of remind me, Isaac, of Timpson in a way. They can pass, they can run. They'll run a Wildcat formation with Miller, and they'll also use Miller to block for Smith in the backfield. They like to run it right up the middle. They've got a good offensive line, very sound, very hardworking offense and defense, very fundamental and disciplined team. It's going to be a quarterback snap over here, or quarterback carry, excuse me, to the left-hand side. He's going to be close to the first down, and that was Goers, I believe, on the stop for the Cats, and Goff. Now, last week's win, folks, was the 750th win in program history. And this is going to be Miller up the middle. He's going to have the first down up over here to the 45, 40, 35. Sheds a tackle, and it's going to be up to PT to get him. And he's going to go into the end zone for 70 yards. That took him about, what was that, 4 plays? Third play. So it took him 3 plays to go 70 yards. Last year, the Bearcats started out quick. Well, I believe we went on 2 plays to the house. Randon ran about 70, 74 yards last year on the opening drive. Harding can score and score quick. Got Ferrer to do the kicking for the Wildcats. Very good kicker. I don't know if he has any offers or not, but he is just a junior. Or no. Did I look at that right? Yes, he's a junior. But we will see a lot of kicks into the end zone or inside the 10. I would be surprised to see anything less than that unless it's a design kick. He is kicking into the wind right now, so we shall see. Your other semifinal game is McGee and Prescott. That is being played at McGee. They are the number 1 and number 2 teams in Class 3A. Back deep for you Bearcats. Looks like Dax Goff is over here, closest to us. The deepest man, I believe that's going to be Randon. And on the far side, that's Rocky Ross. They're both standing at the goal line. There's the kick. And it's going to be fielded at the 6 by Ross. He cuts to the middle. And still on his feet, cuts over here to the left-hand side. He's got a couple guys in front of him to block. Down the sideline to the 40, 35, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Bearcats, Rocky Ross. And that's, what is that, 94 yards? And the Bearcats are on the board. And it looks like we're going to have an injured Wildcat on the field. The number 32, that's number, I don't have a 32 for the Wildcats. He's getting helped off the field. So that's going to bring on Pablo Guerrecos Ferrer to do the kicking for your Bearcats. Cole Griffin is the injured player. He's a freshman. Now, Pablo, he has made 44 consecutive PATs. So he beat, and the kick is good, so that would be 45. So it's 7-7 with 10:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Pablo needs, let's see here. Pablo has just become the third Bearcat kicker with 20 postseason PATs. He needs 4 to catch Gavin Kent. So he just made that one, so he needs 3 kicks. PATs to have the playoff record, or to tie the playoff record by Gavin Kent. He also has 54 PATs made, and he hadn't kicked in 3 of the games. And Randon also needs 2 touchdowns to catch Carson Ray, his older brother, for most in a season, and 2 to catch Bryson May for most in a career. He needs 3 to catch Allen Ray's for most playoffs. That is from Glenn Parrish. Here's Pablo's kick, and good kick, and it's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. So the Wildcats are going to take over on their own 20 again. Give a shout out to Dummy Shepard, watching from the Sugar Grove area, and Philip Robertson. I'm not quite sure if you're working tonight, Philip. I'll give you a shout out. If he is, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts there in Booneville, and Philip will try to hook you up with what you need. Do want to thank a couple of our sponsors real quick. B Plus Storage Solutions, 5B Properties, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground. I'll give the other sponsors here in just a little bit. Trips to the right, 2 over here to the left. Smith is your quarterback. Rolling over here to his left-hand side, and that is an incomplete pass. Good job by Peyton Tatum there to break it up. That was intended number 10, Simmons. You got Miller in the backfield to the left of Smith. Now he's on the right-hand side. 2 receivers to each side. Smith is rolling to his right. Got some pressure from Rowland. And he's got a man wide open. That's going to be number 25. Still on his feet up over to the midfield. And he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line of the Bearcats by Casey Matson. That's going to be Hoover. So first down for the Wildcats. They're into Bearcat territory, technically for the first time tonight. And it's going to be a handoff to Miller right up the middle. And he's going to get, looks about 3 yards there. Empty backfield, trips to the right. 2 over here to the left. Miller is going to be in the slot position on the right-hand side. Smith is looking. He's got some pressure, and it's going to be caught by number 3. That's going to be Landon Cook. Be short of the first down, so it brings up 3rd and 1. The Wildcats are hurrying to the line. And it's just going to be a quarterback draw right up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. Got Dunn, Daniel, Casey Matson, and Mason, the Masonator goers, on the stop. Two receivers each side. Miller is to the left of Smith. Nita Garner says, "Go Bearcats, let's win another." Number 2 goes in motion, and are we going to have a, that's going to be a false start against the Wildcats, so that's going to back them up 5. Ethan Obar says, "Go Cats, unfinished business to handle tonight," and he's watching from home, unable to help make the trip and help Chuck on the radio. Got Coach Jake Fennell with Mr. Chuck on Cool 104.7. Got a hard count from the Wildcats. Now, they'll do this quite a bit. Watch some of the Newport game. They did that quite a bit, tried to do a hard count. And got number 25 going in motion, so he got trips over here. And he's going to be looking for him in the flats. Smith's got some time, and if he caught that, that's a good catch. And incomplete, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats. Ball is on the Bearcat 35-yard line. Sean, Abby, Braden D, and Carolyn Bletsaw, and Mariah Davis says hello, and everyone's watching from the Sean Bletsaw house. Good luck, Bearcats, and let's win. Got a man wide open. That's going to be number 10, and cuts back to the inside. He's got the first down. Dax Goff on the tackle. That's going to be number 10, Wyatt Simmons. Was you able to get the downs and stuff on there, Isaac? Isaac's still working on that for you, folks. Got a guy going in motion. It's going to be a pitch over here to Miller on the left-hand side. He cuts back, and he's met by a couple Bearcats. So that's going to bring up second down for the Wildcats. Now coming into tonight's game, Miller had 1,367 rushing yards and 26 touchdowns. Trips to the right, went over here to the left, and it's going to be handoff to Miller right up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up by Dunn Daniel Dax Goff. And it's going to bring up third down for the Wildcats. And the quarterback, Smith, for the Wildcats, he has 2,488 yards coming into tonight's game. He's only thrown 5 interceptions and 23 touchdowns. Trips to the right. Number 10 is in tight for Harding. It is 3rd and 3. Ball's on the 11. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle and sidestep. And he's going to have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Wildcats. Peyton Tatum on the stop. Like to give a shout out to Mr. Barron Smith, watching all the way from Texas. And the Wickton, Zach, Britt, Caden, Bubba, and Cash Wickton. I'm sure they're probably watching over at Pop and Meme's house and JoJo's house up in Pennsylvania. And give a quick shout out to Uncle Bob. We did have a birthday on the Bearcats team this past week, number 57, Tayton Rice. He had a birthday, so give a late happy birthday to him. He's going to be on your special teams, your kickoff teams for your Bearcats. So keep an eye out on him to make some stops tonight on the kickoff team. 2nd and goal, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper on the left-hand side, and that was there all day long. So with 5:56 left to go here in the first quarter, it is 13-7 Wildcats over the Bearcats. We got some whistles. Delay a game, or offsides. I'm sorry, that's offsides against the Cats. So we'll move it up just a little. So we will try this again. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Wildcats over the Bearcats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Harding Stadium. I don't know the name of the stadium. First Security Stadium.
There you go.
Here in Searcy, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats taking on the Harding Academy Wildcats. Mr. John Goers, he's watching from Chicago, and he says, "Let's go Bearcats. Good luck and hit them hard, and go Mason Ander Goers." And he's hoping for a big win tonight, as tonight is his birthday, and all he wants for his birthday is a Bearcat win. So the Bearcats are going to take over at their own 20, and this will be our first possession of the game. Randy Ray's going to be your quarterback. Ross goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Ryland right up the middle. Lowers his shoulder. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be about 2 yards short, it looks like. I believe number 4 was in the area. That's going to be Chisholm. Now, the leading tackler for the Wildcats is going to be number 34, Wallace. And that's just going to be a busted play. Number 30 in there on the bottom of the pile, that's going to be Cole. He had 38 tackles coming into tonight's game. A couple of the guys to watch out for is number 50, Mercer. He had 69 coming into tonight's game. And Welch with 56. Dax Goff is your leading tackler for your Booneville Bearcats with 76. I'll give you a couple of stats on the Bearcat defense when they're back out there. Randy Ray comes up under center. Ross goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch over here on the right-hand side, and he is met in the backfield by number 23, Brooks. He was there the whole time. He read that perfectly.
Yeah, he never had to move.
No. So that's going to be 4th down for your Bearcats, a quick 4th down with 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. And big decision for Coach Crowley.
Punt.
You're going to punt it.
At least that's what it looks like.
Yep. I mean, I guess you really don't have a choice, honestly.
No.
And this kind of shanked that one in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Took a Bearcat roll there for a little bit. And they're going to mark it out at the 40-yard line. So we'll see how the Bearcat defense can do. We have got them, Isaac, in a couple 3rd down situations, but was unable to stop them.
Yeah, they've always been 3rd and short. They're going quads that side. Way over there.
Way over there. So that's either going to be a handoff to Miller, or he's just going to, Smith's going to follow him.
Yeah, they're outnumbered over there.
Or I believe there's a little pass play over there. The far guy on the bottom, I think, running some over here in the flat. Kind of like a, and nope, there's going to be a handoff to Miller up the middle. And Dax Goff on the tackle. And he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they spot it.
Yard gain.
A yard gain. Now, as I said, Dax, he has moved in to the leading tackler row for you Bearcats. He's got 76, followed by Cody Elliott, number 32. He has 61. Then Mason Goers and Casey Matson both have 54, and Peyton Tatum has 42. And Dunn has 54 as well. Mason is the leading the sacks with 3.5. And Dax Goff again on the stop for the Bearcats. I believe that's number 3 on the reception. Coke. I believe that's how they said it. They told us that was said last year, was Coke instead of Cook, right?
I believe so. Here's your 3rd and long.
So big play for your Cat defense here. We'll say a run over here to the left. Nope. And over the top, and goodness gracious. He's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line by Randon Ray. Jimmy and Tanya Simmons are watching from North Carolina. Say go Cats. And if the Cats win, they plan on making a trip to Little Rock. It'll be quarterback keeper right up the middle. And he's going to go in for a touchdown. That's going to make it 20-7 with 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter. And it's time that the Cats offense, Isaac's going to do something, or this is going to get ugly and get ugly quick.
Yep, that's right.
Now, we did get down, to Tipson earlier in the year and fought and stayed in it for the most part of the game. Just had a couple stuff that kind of hurt us in that game, and that kick is good. So 21-7, Harding over the Bearcats. Let's see if I can get a score. If anybody wants to know, Strong won the inaugural, technically not really, but according to the AAA, won the inaugural 8-man state championship last night. They won 66-60 over Mountain Pine in double overtime. I believe Brinkley won the very first one when they started 8-man. Mountain Pine, I want to say, won it last year. And Episcopal won it this year for the big schools. This year and last year, they played Subi both times in the championship game for the big schools in 8-man. So back deep for the Cats is going to be Dax Goff, Randon Ray, and Rocky Ross. Fair is going to be doing the kicking. Approaches the ball and going to go into the end zone. So the Bearcats are going to take over on their own 20. And last time the Cats had the punt.
And quick 3 and out.
Very quick 3 and out. Looks like Ray Splintz is going to be receiver over here on this side and Cade Smith on the far side. Dax Goff is in at right halfback, and Rocky Ross is at the left halfback. Be handoff to, I'm sorry, that's going to be a pitch over here to Dax Goff on the left-hand side. Kind of stumbles. He's got the first down, cuts back, and still on his feet. He's going to be tackled about the 43-yard line. Looks like number 10 was on the stop. That's going to be Simmons for the Wildcats. So it'll be first down for your Booneville Bearcats. Had the ball on our own 44-yard line. Same formation for you Bearcats. Randon comes up under center, and it's just going to be, I think it was a handoff to Ryland up the middle, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if they're generous. So let's see. With 3:38 left to go in the first, Prescott's up 6-0 over McGee. That's being played at McGee. And Randon on the keeper right up the middle, up over to the 40, 35, 30. Little sidestep, and he's going to be tackled at the 23-yard lines where they're going to mark it. And the Cats are hurrying to the line. I say hurrying compared to our standards, you could say. Goff is your right halfback still. Ross is your left halfback. Rollins still in at fullback. Ross goes in motion. Trying to draw the Wildcats off sides. You just hand off here, or do you try a pass? You got race one-on-one over here. We'll see what they do. And it's going to be handoff coming on the backhand side. And he got nothing.
No, we're going to have to run to the outside.
Yeah.
They're stacking the inside.
They've actually done a pretty good job, especially over here on their left-hand side of the defense. We have got no penetration whatsoever moving the ball on this side, except maybe Ryland right up the middle on the first play or two. Goff goes in motion. Randon's going to keep it over here on the left-hand side. A little stop step. He's got the first down over to 10, 5, touchdown, Bearcats. That comes with 17 seconds left to go here in the first. It is 21-13, Wildcats and Bearcats.
How many yards do you have on that drive?
Let's see.
Do you have 52?
He needed 52. 3 for 55, so he's got the record. Not just any record. He broke his dad's record, or as Glenn would. Oh,
missed it.
Pablo missed it. Wow. That's his first missed PAT in the state of Arkansas. Had one blocked down there at Timpson. So Randon has broke the school record by 2 yards at the moment.
As long as he doesn't get any negative yardage.
As long as he don't get any negative yardage. But, yeah, so he's broke the career rushing record, which was 4,243. That was held by his dad, Alan Gator Ray. And very good record. I know Gator is very excited about his son breaking it. I know he was hoping he would. What dad wouldn't want their son to break their record, you know? So So he only needs one touchdown to tie Bryson May's career rushing touchdowns and tie his brother's season rushing touchdowns, which I have no idea what it is. That's just what Glenn had posted. So I'm going off Glenn on that.
Hopefully he's right.
I hope so. I guess he'll let us know if he comes back and watches it. So here's Pablo's kick. And good kick. His last two have gone in to the end zone. The last one was touched by a guy, but this one's we filled about the 2-yard line, it looks like. Cuts over here to the left-hand side. That's number 2. And just a whole slew of Bearcats in there on the stop.
Should have let that go into the end zone.
Yeah, Tate Rice on the stop. Is that a flag or is that a leaf? That is a flag.
It does look like a leaf out there.
I wasn't sure. Yeah. They got a couple leaves over there on the far side towards the Bearcat 10 and 20 down here. There's 2 flags. Let's see what the call is. Is it going to be, I think they're gesturing towards Harding.
I know it says a minute, but it's actually 6.8 seconds on our clock.
All right, so here's the call. Personal foul? What was that? Oh, chop block. So it's declined. So it'll be that was a chop block against the Wildcats. So they're going to have the ball on their own. Is that the 8-yard line? Looks like. We have Trips to the right, one over here to the left. Miller is to the right. I'm sorry, I think Miller's right now at quarterback. Yes, he's going to get the direct snap on the left-hand side. He's got a big old hole, and he's just going to jump over him to see if Casey Masson can get him. Trace Hall, and he's going to go yard for touchdown. Final play of the first quarter. It is 27 to 13. Excuse me. Wildcats over the Bearcats. Wow. Quick answer by the Wildcats. That was what, a 91-yard run? 90. So here's Farrer's attempt. Snap. Kick is up. And it is good. So at the end of one, the Harding Wildcats are up 28 to 13 over your Booneville Bearcats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here in Searcy, Arkansas at First Security Stadium. What a quarter. Lots of
points.
A lot of points, a lot of rushing. Miller had, y'all said, 7 for
180.
For 180. And here's the kick and another touchback. Like I said, this kid's got a good leg. I don't know how many touchbacks he's had this year, but I'm sure it's probably 95% of them.
And now he's kicking with the wind.
85 out of 94. Wow. So that's quite a bit. Very tremendous weapon. Wow. 316 yards by the Wildcats. That's from Mr. Leland Barkley. So Ross is going to go in motion, and it's going to be handed off to Rollin, right-hand side, and still on his feet. I was kind of hoping he'd break that there for a couple more yards, but let's see where they spot it. About 2-3 yards there. It's about 3-yard gain. It brings up second down for your Bearcats. Ray Splancett is your receiver on the far side, and Cade Smith is your receiver over here on the left-hand side.
So you're starting to do a little different formation to try to get that guy out.
Yeah. Normally you got Dunn in there at tight end. Looks like, is that Brooks split out?
Yeah.
The right-hand side. And Randon on the keeper. And he made a little something out of nothing, a little spin move. That's the circle button on your PlayStations. I don't remember what it is on Xbox. I hadn't played a game in a while, but a little nice spin move by Randon there. So it's third down for you Bearcats. What a move. And Randon, he is committed to play baseball down at Rich Mountain, down at Mina. Play for the Bucks. Ray comes up under center. Ross goes in motion. Looks like the Cats are going to reset.
3 seconds on the play clock.
2, and looks like the Cats are going to take a timeout with 10:26 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. Yeah. And we are back here, Searcy, Arkansas, talking a little championships and stuff. And it's going to be keeper by Randon. Ooh, he's going to be short about a yard.
We're going to have to block that guy on the outside.
Yeah, he's there every time. That's number 30, Cole.
Now here's your tough call.
Here's your tough call. So we'll see what Mr. Coach Crowley's got dialed up here. He got 12 seconds on the play clock. Ray comes up under center. Ross goes in motion. And Ray on the keeper. He's got the first down.
He would have kept his feet.
Yeah, he would have had a little bit more yardage on that. What we got going on?
Blood, maybe?
Blood? That's the only thing I can think of. So official timeout.
That's what I'm guessing.
So that is Peyton's going to have to come in, or are they going to let him wrap that up?
He'll have to go out.
Wow. Shallow and Arkadelphia is tied up at 14. Shallow will be going to 5A. Harding's going to be going to 4A. Pulaski Academy is going to be going to 6A. That's part of that. Let me make sure I say it right. Equity. Pretty much.
Making
yeah.
things equal.
Making things equal. Your private school, I guess you can say that's the argument with everybody. They observed the private schools over the last 4 years. You have 0 to 2 points, and then 2 to 8, and then 8, or 2 to 9, and then 10 and above. And they got a pitch. Nice grab by Brooks. He's got the first down over to the 45, 40. 30 is where he's going to be tackled by Seekin. And we were told this is his first year to play. He's a senior. normally plays basketball, but decided to play senior year. And he's a pretty good little ball player for him. Made a very good pass block. Oh, you know what I mean. Deflect. Last week against Center Point. He's got some speed on him. And I will say, what a grab by Brooks, Isaac, over here.
That was a good play. Not the greatest pitch in the world, but he was able to get it down.
Yep. Ross goes in motion, and ooh. Early whistle. So Cats, I guess you could say, get a little break. I don't know how. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. So kind of back to the private school stuff. And next year, it's going to look interesting, plain and simple. Some schools are going to have more than what they're supposed, or classifications will have more than what they're supposed to. Some will have less, and make interesting for conference realignment. I will say that. So Brooks is going to split out to the right-hand side with Race, and Cade Smith is your split over here. But you hand off to Ryland, and he's going to get back, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be a yard short, it looks like. I guess it depends on which side judge you look at. All right. So we 2nd and 12, balls on the 32-yard line of the Wildcats.
Yeah, there he goes. Let's say they got too many guys out there. About like 2 weeks ago. Had 12 guys for the last 7 plays.
Yeah, we had 12 guys for the last 7 plays, and nobody caught it, which still blows my mind. So Dunn's in at tight end on the right-hand side. Ross goes in motion, and pass. Oh, he was wide. He was open, too. That was intended to Brooks or error. So it's going to bring up 3rd down for you, Cats. Again, we are going towards the wind, so I think you're in 2-down territory. I know Paulo's got a good leg on him. It just depends on how much wind is blowing. I don't know how fast it's going. So
it's a good little breeze.
Yeah. So Randy comes up under center. Brooks goes in motion. And a little pitch over here to Rocky over here on the right-hand side. Has a block, cuts back inside. Good hit. And then just a whole slew of Wildcats in there to make the stop. Well, he got a good pop there, and I was hoping he'd be able to get out of that, and then the rest of the team was there. So it's 4th down for your Bearcats. Looks like Dunn Daniels going to split out to the right-hand side. You stay under center, or do you see the Bearcats go in shotgun formation?
I don't think they'll go shotgun just yet.
He had race and got a flag coming in. That may be a face mask. So the Cats may get a lucky break here. Holding. Okay. Oh, well, there's a couple of us up here that thought that was a face mask, but so a holding call against the Bearcats.
They're going to decline that, then they'll take over it.
I was going to say the umpire threw one, and then this. Man, so there's 2 separate flags, but Coach Crowley is pleading his case, and I'm wondering the same thing. So it looks like the Wildcats are going to take over at the 34-yard line, their own 34, that is. So the Cats defense is going to have to come up big right here.
Yep.
And Harding don't turn the ball over at all, if any. So trips over here to the right, one to the left. Miller is in the backfield with Smith. And it's just going to be Smith on the left-hand side. He gets about 4 yards. Got a flag coming in there late. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to see what he calls first.
Holding.
So holding against the Wildcats. Yep. The Cats have done better as far as penalties go compared to the start of the year. So it's going to be first down from the 27. Yeah, 27. So first and 17. So they're going trips to the left, 2 over here to the right. You got Miller going in motion. There's going to be a pass over here to him in the flats. And let's see what. And he's going to. And there's another flag. Doggone it. And that's probably going to be against.
He pointed over to Harding.
Did he?
Yep.
Holding call against the Wildcats. So we will replay first down. Again. So it's from the spot of the foul. So instead of first and 17, it's like first and 20. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the left, 2 over here to the right. Miller is going to be lined up to the right of Smith. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback. A little receiver screen. Going to be a double pass. He's wide open. Wow. And Dunn's going to run after him. And Bearcats didn't see that. Our corner was still pointing over here, and it was right over his head before he knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it 34-13 with 6:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Bring on Ferris to do the PAT for the Wildcats. Kick is up, and it is good. So it is 20, or I'm sorry, I'm looking at, we're playing it back. I looked at the wrong screen. It's 35-13 Wildcats over the Bearcats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, you ready? And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Harding is up 35-13. Did a little halfback pass, and right to Miller, and he was wide open. Here's Ferris' kick and another touchback. Boy, if that was more to the middle, he may have made it through the uprights. So the Bearcats are going to take over on their own 20. So Gary and Jan Taylor, they're watching from Front Street Grill and Dardanelle. We went through there earlier. I think they're fixing to have a Christmas parade or something.
That's what it appeared to be.
That's what it appeared to be anyways. I'm glad we went through when we did. Goff goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch over here on the left-hand side. And maybe 2 yards. So with 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter, Prescott and McGee's tied at 6. Again, the winner of that game, winner of this game, plays for a state championship. I wish I would have counted how many state championships is combined between all 4 schools. I think Harding's got 8 or 9. Bearcats got 4, and there's going to be a sack by the Wildcat defense. Harding has 8. Let's see. I know we have 4. If I remember the form it was on. There it is. McGee's got 7, and then Prescott's got 5. It's going to be a timeout. Bearcats with 5 minutes left to go here until halftime. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We are back here at First Security Stadium in Searcy, Arkansas. I got shotgun formation for the Bearcats. Randon dancing. Still up on his feet over here and be close, about 2 yards short of the first down. Well,
bring it 4th down.
It's going to be 4th.
About a yard is what it looks like. Let's see.
Looks like Ross is going to come in. Randon's going to come up under center. Ross goes in motion, and Ray's going to keep it, and I don't even know. That's close, folks.
Ryland signaling 1st down. Yes, 1st down.
So got 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Cats driving just a hair. Let's see what we can get going on this drive right here.
Trying to get out of the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah. It helps when you have a kicker that can kick into the end zone, which I got to brag, we got a pretty good kicker ourselves. And the Harding defense, Isaac, they have come to play tonight.
Yeah. They're just sitting those outside linebackers there, and we're running right to them. We can't block them.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is a little bit more counter-ish type plays. A little misdirection. That would probably help a little bit.
Might help just a little. Ross goes in motion, and ball's on the ground.
Yep.
So it's going to be Wildcat ball at the Bearcat 31.
That's definitely not what you needed.
Definitely not what you needed. Yeah, I got no words to say right there, Isaac.
It looked like there may have been some mesh problems with the exchange there.
So you got trips to the left, one over here to the right. And got Smith on the carry on the left-hand side. Will be 2nd and about 9, I think. Got quads over here to the right. And it's going to be hand off to Miller. He cuts over here to the left-hand side, and good job by Casey Matson. Bearcat senior, we'll say, got to brag on Casey. Come in, being a tight end / fullback, move to offensive tackle, him and Goers both. And they've done a real good job becoming the offensive tackles for the Bearcats. And Casey was the leading tackler to start the year. Had a injury to his knee earlier in the year, so missed a couple games. And then Cody Elliott took over the leading tackler role. And then Dax, he's leading the Bearcats with tackles with 76. Good pressure by the Cats, and man was wide open. And
found the hole in the coverage.
Be number 25 on the catch. That's Hoover. So it's 41-13 with 1:58 left to go here until halftime. So, yeah, Ferris kick. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. So 1:58 left to go here until halftime. Wildcats lead 42-13. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Harding University, First Security Stadium here in Searcy, Arkansas. Harding Academy Wildcats lead 42-13 over your Booneville Bearcats. Ferrer's kick, all but one kick, has gone in the end zone, and Ross returned that one for the first points of the game for your Bearcats. And since then, they have all been in the end zone. So the Cats are going to take over in their own 20 again. See. Got a couple other sponsors we want to thank. We want to thank Crowley City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Holbert Photo Art, Gerald Baker Shield of Shelter Insurance. And tell those guys thank you for sponsoring the app and the new website, BoonevilleBearcats.com. And nothing going there for your offense. Without those guys, the new website and the app wouldn't be possible, so thank you to them. If y'all see them out and about, tell them thank you very much. It's got a couple good stories. The junior high basketball team's undefeated right now. Got the Booneville Invitational going on. Your Bearcats and Lady Cats are playing in the championship game. That's going to be played tomorrow night. Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be Ray with the keeper right up the middle. So it's going to bring up third down for your Bearcats. So you got a minute. Cats have 2 timeouts left. I don't figure.
They probably won't use them.
Yeah. Unless you get a big run right here. Ross goes in motion. He gets the pitch, and he's, a little sidestep there. It just hurts when you start at your own 20 every time.
It does.
Honestly. So it's 4th down for your Bearcats.
And they'll have to run a play.
Looks like we're gonna punt. The question is Randy gonna punt or Ryland? Ryland was averaging about 45 yards a punt. So 43 to 45. Randon was punting earlier in the year, and then Ryland took over. Looks like Randon's gonna be punting for the Cats. Nobody is back deep for the Wildcats. Goodness. And it's going to be
5.3 seconds on the clock.
So we'll see. They just run it out. Ball's on the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. We do get the ball to start the second half, I do believe. So, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to take a knee. So your halftime score, Harding Academy Wildcats 42, your Booneville Bearcats 13. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Harding University at First Security Stadium back, excuse me, in Searcy, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats are trailing the Harding Academy Wildcats 42-13. Give you some stats. Again, I get my stats from Mr. Glenn Parrish. So here's what we got. Try to scroll up a little bit, and I'll give you the total stats real quick. So, excuse me. The Booneville Bearcats have 26 plays for 151 yards of offense, 13 minutes and 56 seconds time of possession. All the Cats' yardage has been on the ground. We have one fumble, and that was recovered by the Wildcats. We do have 6 first downs. We are 0 for 5 on 3rd down and 2 of 3 on 4th down for 66%. The Wildcats have 27 plays for 428 yards, 9 minutes and 59 seconds time of possession. They are got 17 carries for 225 yards, 8 of 10 passing for 203, and they have 2 touchdown passes. They got 13 first downs, and they are 4-4 on 3rd down.
That's big.
That's big because the Cats' defense hadn't been allowing very many 3rd down conversions the last 6 opponents. I did have it figured out, but it wasn't much. It was like 40% on was it 3rd downs?
Yeah.
Something like that. As far as individual stats go, let's go with the Wildcats first. So passing-wise, Cade Smith, starting quarterback for the Wildcats, he is 7 of 9 passing for 127 yards and a touchdown. He got a halfback pass from number 3, Landon Koch, for 76 yards. That was to Miller. Andrew Miller has 8 catches, or I'm sorry, this is 8 rushing. Yeah, thanks.
8 rushes.
8 rushes for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging about 22.5 yards a carry. Smith has 49 yards on 7 carries, and then Hoover has 1 on 1 carry. Andrew Miller has 2 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. Hoover has 2 catches for 69 yards. Koch's got 3 catches for 34 yards, and oh, there we go.
Oh, you did it now.
I done it now. I messed it up. There we go. Just kidding. As far as the defense goes for the Wildcats, number 50, Mercer, he's the leading tackler with 5. Cole has 3. Chisholm has 2.5. And Seekin has 2. For your Bearcats, Cats did have 1 pass attempt. Brooks was wide open. Well, I say wide open. He was open on the right-hand side over there. As far as rushing goes, Rendon has 13 carries for 71 yards and 1 touchdown. He has broken his dad's record for career rushing yards. That was 4,243 yards. So he has broken that. He is 1 touchdown away from tying his brother's season touchdown for playoffs. Let's see if I grab the right phone here. We got several phones. I want to make sure I am telling y'all right.
Yeah, we got 4 of them up here.
Yeah, we got 4 phones up here. All right, so Rendon is 1 touchdown away from his brother's Carson's for the most touchdowns in a season, and also 1 away from tying Bryson May for the most in a career. He needs to have 3 touchdowns to tie his dad for the most in the playoffs. Again, I don't know exactly how many that is. That's just, I got that from Glenn.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I got that from Glenn earlier. Back to your individual stats, though. Dax Goff has 26 yards on 2 carries. Rowland has 16 yards on 5 carries. Brooks has 1 carry for 35 yards, and Ross has 4 carries for 3. Rocky hadn't really been able to do anything as well. I mean, as the whole Cat offense, the defense for the Wildcats is, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, they've shut us down.
They've shut us down. I couldn't tell you the last time we only had 121 yards at halftime. As far as defense, Dax is the leading tackler with 6.5, followed by Casey Manson with 4.5, and then Mason, the Mason Undergoers, and Rylan Ray both have 1.5 each. That is your individual stats, courtesy of Mr. Glenn Parrish. You got your Bearcats coming back onto the field. You got about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go until the start of the second half. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Searcy, Arkansas at Harding University, First Security Stadium. Your Booneville Bearcats taking on the Harding Academy Wildcats. Winner goes to the state championship to face either McGee or Prescott. That game was tied at 14 a while ago. Let's see. Arkadelphia was up 35-28 over Shiloh. As courtesy of Mr. Barclay. Did I say that right? Did I say your name right? Is it Barclay? Thank you. Sweet. I was hoping so. I mean, I follow him on Twitter, so hopefully I've got it somewhat right. It's bad when you're in the room with him, but, you know. So, the Cats, Isaac's got to make some big adjustments starting the second half. I don't know. Maybe try some more counters. Do you try to spread it out a little bit more? I don't see us trying to do shotgun. But
no, but it does give Randon some space to run.
Yeah, I mean, he did good over here. He almost got a first down on a third down possession, just kind of dancing around over here out of the shotgun formation.
Yep.
And
it makes them get their outside linebackers out there trying to cover somebody.
Yeah.
So let's see what they decide to do.
We'll see. We do get the ball first. Maybe we get a chance to return it and have it somewhere other than the 20. The wind is still blowing out of the west. Mm-hmm. So is he going to be kicking into the wind? I don't think it really matters. I mean, the kid's got a good leg. I'm just really impressed. Not many high school kids have a good leg. There's some here and there. Like the Auburn commit, he tried a 71 or a 70-yard field goal earlier in the year that I saw a video of, and he was short just a couple yards. So
that's a booming punt too.
Yeah.
That's more than that. That's about 60.
So I don't know if any college people are watching this, but that's a good punt. I mean, might as well take a look at your Bearcat players too. We got some guys over here. I mean, they got some speed. Why not? You know, we got some other small school guys that, you know, it honestly don't matter what level of ball you play at college. You know, several people want to go Division I, but you also got Division II, Division III. You play Division III up at Wheaton.
Yep.
You know, I mean, college football is college football. You know, I mean, of course, everybody wants to play the highest level, but you know, as long as you get to play at the next level, if that's what you want to do. I mean, what's the percentage of kids that play the next level, you know? After Friday nights, that's more than probably 90% of the team, 95% of the team is done, you know? And
it's usually more than that.
Yeah. So we'll see. We got some good athletes, and I'd like to see a couple of them go on to the next level. Randon, he's committed to play baseball at Rich Mountain down at Mena to play for the Bucks. So – you know, I shouldn't even got started. Naming some athletes that's playing college sports. Jacob Tucker, he's doing shooting at the College of the Ozarks. Won a national championship just here recently. Who else? Your sister won a national championship at College of Ozarks for shooting.
She won 2.
She won 2, actually. You got Mr. Cobb down at Monticello. And there's the kick, and it's going to be a touchdown. We're going to have the ball at the 20-yard line. I think Mr. Goers, he was over, was he at Henderson? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, folks. I'm sorry if I am wrong. But we got a pretty good list of kids that's playing at the next level. So, I don't know. That's pretty good, in my opinion. So now that I'm done rambling, we can get started with the third quarter.
So I'm going to do 2 splits there.
So Randon's going to be your quarterback. Looks like Ryland is still in at fullback. You got Ross, your left halfback, and then Brooks is your right halfback. Ross goes in motion, and it's Ryland's with the ball. Maybe a yard. So Mercer on the stop. That's number 50 for the Wildcats.
And 2 guys in motion there.
Well, that's, man.
It's not what we needed.
No. Especially start the second half, definitely not. Makes it 2nd and 13. Balls on the 17 of the Bearcats. Race is split out to the right. Cade Smith is over here on the left-hand side. Brooks goes in motion, and he gets a pitch over here on the left-hand side. He cuts back inside and tripped up by number, I believe that's 25. It's going to be Hoover.
See, once we turn the corner, we have a little bit of yardage.
Yeah.
You just got to get out there. That's proved to be quite difficult.
Very difficult. Their linebackers are doing a phenomenal job, especially your outside linebackers for the Wildcats. And you got Seekin. He's creeping up from your corner spot.
Another false start.
And
it's on Cade.
So Dunn's going to come in. Cade's going to come out. Dunn will be in that tight end for your Bearcats.
No, he's going to split.
I'm sorry. He's going to split out over here to the left-hand side. So it's 3rd and 9. Ball's on the 21-yard line. Ray comes up under center. And a little quick pass over here to Race. He's going to have the first down. A little stiff arm up over here to the 40. Good block by Brooks. And that's going to be a flag. Oh, goodness. He waited to throw that one, too. Oh, darn it. And
flag.
That's probably going to be a sideline warning flag, would be my guess. Oh, darn it.
I don't know.
So that's probably going to be a crackback block or a blindside block, whatever you want to call it. That hurts. I wasn't paying attention. What do you call? Blindside block. Yep. Darn it.
I thought he was looking forward.
And unsportsmanlike. Oh, well, that hurts big time. So would it not be from the spot of the foul? So 30 yards of penalties, and the Cats come out in the second half and kind of going back to the first of the year, Isaac. Hurting themselves with penalties. Oh, man. So we're going to have a timeout for the Bearcats. So we'll have 2 timeouts remaining. So with 10:19 left to go here in the third quarter, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Harding University. And 3rd and 17 from the 13. And, yeah.
We'll just see what happens.
Yep. Good play call, though. I liked it. Ross goes in motion. It's going to be Ray on the keeper on the right-hand side. Randon back up over to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down for the Bearcats. So we're going to punt it.
Yep.
Let's go with the fake, Coach.
They're not even going to put anybody back deep.
Yeah.
There's a penalty.
Oh, goodness. Delay game. No?
False start.
False start. Oh, doggone it, boys. Now looks like they're going to put somebody back deep.
Just kick it away from him.
And so we'll do this again. There's Randon's punt. It's fielded at the 49, and he's going to be stopped at the 49, the other 49. That was Trace Hall on the stop for the Bearcats. And it's going to be a handoff to Miller. He cuts over here on the right-hand side. And got a whole bunch of Bearcats in there on the stop. So we got both the Rays in there on the bottom of the pile for the Bearcats. Second down for the Wildcats. Ball is on the 43-yard line. Everybody's in tight. I'm going to say quarterback keeper over here. Nope. Yep. On the right-hand side, Mr. Smith keeps it. He's going to have the first down probably. Rylan Ray on the stop and Peyton Tatum as well for the Bearcats.
Yep, first down.
Yep. We have quads over here to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left. And it's going to be quarterback keeper over here on the right-hand side. Big old hole. And able to get out Trace Hall's tackle. And, oh, touchdown, Wildcats. Comes with 7:58 left to go here in the third. Makes it 48-13, Wildcats over the Bearcats. Ferrer to do the PAT. Had a bobbled snap. Still made the kick, though. So it's 49-13, Wildcats over the Bearcats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, and we are back here at Harding University. Got a sportsmanlike against the Wildcats.
Back him up to the 25.
So he's going to be kicking off from the 25.
It looks like the wind did pick up. So he could still put it in the end zone.
He could still put it in the end zone. We may get a return here. Dex Goff is on the far side. Randon Ray's in the middle. And Rocky the Flash Ross is over here on the left-hand side. Ferry's going to be doing the kicking. I think he's going to do a pooch kick.
Yeah, he's going to try to drop it probably over there about the 30.
Yeah.
25.
And that's what he's going to do. Be fielded by Rocky over here on the left-hand side. Cuts to the right. Up the middle now. Back over here to the left-hand side. And the Bearcats are going to take over on the 40-yard line, their own 40.
Finally a good field position.
A good field position. That's the best starting field position we've had that I can think of.
Yeah. All of them have been 20s.
20s.
Except for
Yeah.
that return.
Kick return. So you've got Blenson split out to the right. Cade Smith is split out to the left. Rollin is your fullback. Ross is your left halfback. And Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Ross goes in motion, and Ray keeps it over here on the right-hand side. Maybe, looks like about 4 yards probably there on the carry. Number 5 rushing there on the stop for the Wildcats. So Dax Goff is going to come in for Brooks. So Ray's going to come up under center. Ross goes in motion. We hand off to Dax coming back over here on the left-hand side. And he got nothing, maybe about a yard loss.
And he was there to be kicked out, too.
Yeah.
If he got that kick out.
He'd had something.
Yes.
Dax goes in motion for the Cats. Got 9 seconds left to go on the play clock. Ross goes in motion, and yeah. So what? 4th down.
Yep, 4th and 4.
The blitzing linebacker there, number 34, he about made the stop. That's Wallace. Goff goes in motion. And nope.
Little draw.
So with 5:55 left to go here in the third, the Wildcats are going to take over on the Bearcats' 48-yard line. Looks like you're going to have a trio, and then there's quads to the right. Number 25 goes in motion, a little jet sweep pass technically. Dax Goff on the stop for your Bearcats. So that's a 8-yard or so pass. Technically anything tossed in front is a pass, just in case anybody was wondering. Miller is going to be in the backfield with Smith. Number 2 splits out. It's going to be Fox. It'll be pitch over here on the right-hand side. And Dax Goff is just going to push him out of bounds. We'll say Dax is having pretty good. That's 2 weeks in a row, Isaac. Dax is going to have double-digit tackles. So that's pretty good. That'll put him around 80-something tackles on the year. Cam Brazier was the last Bearcat close to 100 yards. He had 97 back on the 2018 team. It's going to be handoff to Miller up the middle. And looks like that was Mr. Welling on the stop for the Bearcats. So it's a first down, though, for Harding. 4:41 left to go here in the third. Wildcats taking their time. Miller is to the right of Smith. He's going to get the ball on the left-hand side. Got goers in pursuit. And it'll be a tackle for loss. That's going to be Brooks on the tackle. Well, there's a positive right there from your defense. Makes it 2nd and long. Let's see if they can continue that, though. Empty set. Trips over here to the right, 2 to the left. Smith looking over here to his right-hand side. And goodness gracious. Dax Goff stops him about the inch-yard line. That was number 2 on the reception, Fox. And Smith just walks in. So with 3:19 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats are up 55-13 over the Bearcats. Barry's kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:19 left to go, it's 56-13 Wildcats over the Bearcats. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Harding University, and here's Ferry's kick, and that goes out of the back of the end zone. So Bearcats are going to take over on their own 20-yard line. So we'll give a shout-out to the guys on the offensive line. Usually don't get many shout-outs. Your center is going to be number 58. That's Matt Obar. Your left guard is going to be number 50. That's Johnny Barnes. Got a pitch over here to Dax Goff on the left-hand side. And Dax is able to get about 5 yards there on the carry. Your left tackle over here is going to be number 51. That is Mason Goers. Your right guard is number 55. That's Brett Welling. And number 52, your right tackle, is Casey Matson. Ross goes in motion. It's going to be hand off to Ryland right up the middle. Ryland's got the first down, runs a guy over. Cats looking pretty good on this drive right here. Goff goes in motion, and Ray's going to have the keeper over here on the left-hand side. A little stiff arm, and he's going to be tackled from behind by Seekin. Looks like the Cats are going to have the first down. Harding, they're subbing in a couple of the second team guys on defense. I don't see Mercer out there, number 50 no more. Number 54 is out there, though, for the Wildcats. It's going to be Rush. So that'll be 102 yards for Randon. Let's see. Rolland there on the keeper. Again, Rolland needs 46 yards to have 1,000. And then Dax needs 87 to have 1,000 yards. Last time the Cats have had two guys over 1,000 yards was 2019. And there we had about 2-3 years there we had two guys at least with 1,000 yards, if not more. Last year, Randon was the only guy over 1,000. And Dax gets a pitch over here on the left-hand side, and goodness. So let me get tackle for loss, and it's going to bring up third down for the Bearcats. A minute and 10 seconds left to go here in the third. It is 56-13 Wildcats over the Bearcats. Ray comes up under center. Goff goes in motion. We hand off to Rolland right up the middle. And see where they mark him. So they're going to mark him at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be first down for the Bearcats. About 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Goff goes in motion, and I believe Randon kept it on that one. Yep, he did, and that's probably going to be the final play of the third quarter. Unless Doc wants to get one in real quick. Maybe. There's 8 seconds. Well, you're going to have to hurry, fellas. You've got 4 seconds. 3. Oh, goodness. Oh. I mean, that was obvious, but two guys in motion, and I was like the Cats have the whole third quarter pretty much shot themselves in the foot with penalties.
They have.
Honestly. Had a big pass play called back. And so maybe the fourth quarter will be just a little different. And we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Searcy, Arkansas at Harding University, First Security Stadium. Your Booneville Bearcats taking on the Harding Academy Wildcats. Cats are driving on this play. Wildcats lead 56-13. Randon keeps it over here and dives forward. Randon is up over 100 yards rushing tonight as he's adding to his career total for rushing yards as he broke his dad's record earlier with his touchdown. So that's a very special accomplishment for the Rays and for Randon. So Randon comes up under center. Goff goes in motion. He gets the pitch over here on the left-hand side. And he's going to be short of the first down. Harding has been subbing in their second-team defense this series. So, I mean, me and Isaac was talking. It'd be nice to see the other two guys get 1,000 yards. Which, granted, yes, I know some people's going to say it's against their second team, but when you have 3 guys go for 1,000 yards in a year, not many teams can say that. So that's a pretty good accomplishment to me. That's a handoff to Rolland right up the middle, and he's going to kind of dive forward. That's going to be first down for the Bearcats. Ball's going to be at the 12-yard line. So the Cats can't get a first down without being in the end zone. I mean, we have 9 guys over 100 yards rushing. Trace Hall is very close to having over 200 yards rushing. So it'd be nice to have about, balls on the ground. Ray picks it up, a little sidestep, and tackle for loss there. I mean, it'd be nice to have 6 guys with over 200 yards rushing. To me, that's pretty good. But Trace is just a little short of having 200 yards, but 9 guys with over 100 yards is still pretty good in my book. Like I said, this year the backfield, Isaac, we've had more options, in my opinion, than we've had. And it's going to be a keeper by Ray up the middle. So it's going to bring up third down for the Bearcats. And you've got to brag on the offensive line. Is there a flag?
Yeah.
Where do you see the flag at?
Way
Far
over
side.
there.
False start, maybe?
They let it play out. Illegal shift. Whatever this is.
Legal shift. So it's typically for two guys in motion, right? Was there 2 guys in motion? I don't know. I missed it. So we'll replay second down. So the ball is on, what is that, the 24. Thank you. So Randy comes up under center. Goff goes in motion. That'll be offsides against the Wildcats. So we will try the second down again. So Goff goes in motion. It's a pass attempt for Ray. Randon running. And he's going to be close to the first down. Up over. And there's a flag. Doggone it. He reaches for the end zone. And this is probably coming back. Man, what a run by Ray. Reaches out. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line, it looks like. But we'll see what the penalty is.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back. So we'll
Try this again.
try it again.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say this team, counting the forfeit, has 590 points, which is the 3rd highest scoring team in school history. A couple of touchdowns, and it would make it 600. Ray on the keeper cuts back over here and dives. He's going to have the first down.
That was 590 before the game.
It was 590 before the game.
It was 603.
So 603. The top 2 is 640. That was the 99 team. And then the second team with the 628 points was the 2018 team. And is he in?
Yep,
Touchdown, Bearcats. Randon Ray. So he ties his brother's season record for touchdowns and Bryson May's career rushing touchdowns, or Bryson's May record for touchdowns for career. Again, I'll have to ask Glenn exactly those numbers to be specific. So Pablo Garicos Ferrer to do the PAT. Give a shout out to Pablo's mom and dad watching all the way back in Spain. And the kick is good. So that makes it 56-20 with 8:05 left to go here in the ball game. And let's see. I was trying to find how many yards this team has had, because I remember somebody asking Glenn. Well, so the team, this year's team, has 5,391 yards. That was before this game, total. So that's pretty good. So Pablo to do the kicking. And got a fair catch over here about the 32-yard line, looks like. Let's see. All right, so
Yes, 74 touchdowns.
74 touchdowns. Got a flag coming in from the umpire.
First career.
All right, so Randon has 74 touchdowns for his career. So that would tie Bryson Mays. Roughing the passer.
Pushing him a little bit. That's all I saw.
A left tap. Okay. All right, so Randon is tied right now with Bryson for the most in a career, which is 74. And he's tied his brother, Carson, with 33 for a season.
Yep.
So maybe if he can get another touchdown, get it in the record books again. Have a little something to aggravate his brother about. So second down for the Wildcats. And Owen Miller is in at quarterback now for Harding. Trips to the right, two over here to the left. And you got some pressure from Cody Elliott over here on the right-hand side. Guess you can say Rollin there on the stop for the Bearcats. You got Blazin Jones in at corner for your Booneville Bearcats. He's a senior, number 88 on the far side. Race Blanson's another senior for your Bearcats. Mason Goers and Casey Matson, two of your linebackers. They are seniors, as well as Randon Ray. Mason splits out over here to cover a receiver. Miller, Owen Miller that is, keeping the ball and just runs out of bounds. And Goers pushes him out. He gets back to the original, past the original line of scrimmage, and they're going to have the ball at the 40, what's that, 47? 46.
47.
47, I was right the first time. So 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
They're going to punt.
They're going to punt. First punt tonight for the Wildcats. Looks like Brooks and Randon back deep. He punted a 60-yard punt while ago, just practicing before the second half started. And that's going to take a Wildcat roll. Oh, goodness. Oh, my word.
It was a good punt.
A good punt at the inch-yard line. Or is he going to mark it at the 1? At the inch-yard line.
Yep.
Yep. Well, let's see one of the boys go 99 yards. What do you say? Might as well rate this is going. Cody's record for 82 yards for longest playoff touchdown. And then Randon breaks it last week with 97 yards. This would break it here for the longest touchdown in the playoffs by a Bearcat. So, and would tie the career long by Mr. Brazier. And I want to say there was one other person back a long time ago. Don't get me lying to you, folks. And Randon on the keeper, and he's going to have the first down. 5:14 left to go here in the ball game. It looks like there's Peyton Tatum's over there by the coaches. Looks like there's an injured Bearcat. So we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. So Randon was the injured Bearcat there. He's able to get up. So Peyton Tatum's going to come in at quarterback, maybe for a play. We'll see if Randon comes back out. He may not. His Bearcat career may be over. We shall see. So Peyton Tatum's going to be your quarterback now. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Rocky Ross is your left halfback, and Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. And it's going to be pitch over here to Rocky on the right-hand side. Got a good block there, and Rocky's going to have the first down. Let's see here. So Rylan, according to Glenn's, got 57 yards, so he's up over 1,000 yards. And Brooks is going to have the ball up over to the 40, 50, down to the 45, 40, 35. And got a flag coming in, 2 flags coming in. We'll see what the call is here.
Personal foul, face mask.
Face mask against the Wildcats. It'll be 15 yards. They'll put the Cats in red zone territory. So Dax has got 11 tackles on the night. Randon is in at quarterback. I don't know if he was he in on that last play? So it's going to be handoff to Rylan right up the middle. Looks like Trace Hall is in at halfback for the Bearcats. Peyton Tatum comes in, and Randon Ray, career as a Booneville Bearcat, is going to be finished. Rylan Ray is in at fullback, and Dax Goff is in at halfback. It's going to be handoff to Rylan up the middle, and big man dives forward. He's going to be down about the 2-yard line. So, was it first and goal from the 2 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Peyton Tatum is in at quarterback for the Bearcats. Tatum comes up under center, be a toss to Goff, and he's just going to walk in for a touchdown with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the ball game. So let's see if the Cats are going to go for PAT or you just go for 2 and make it 28.
Kick.
Kick. So Cade Smith to do the long snapping, another senior. Brooks Ferrer to do the holding. And Pablo Agrecos Ferrer to do the kicking, another senior, foreign exchange student from Spain. And it is good. So with 1:30 left to go here in the ball game, it's 56-27 Wildcats over the Bearcats. All right, we are back here at Searcy, Arkansas at Harding University, First Security Stadium. For Isaac Brown, I am Zach Austin.
It says 4 minutes, but it's actually 30 seconds.
Yeah, that last touchdown is going to be the final touchdown of the 2021 career, or 2021 season, excuse me, for your Booneville Bearcats. Seniors have nothing to hang their heads on. There's 16 seconds left. I don't know if they.
13.
I think he told Paulo he was good to kick. I don't think he's going to get it off.
May not.
They blew the whistle, right?
He did.
He did. And
There you
that's
go.
going to be the ball game. So I'll refresh the phone a couple times, try to get Glenn some time for some final stats and updates. But your final score, your Booneville Bearcats lose tonight to the Harding Academy Wildcats, 56-27. And let's see. So the Cats fall short tonight. And refresh my phone. I know they hollered out the McGee and Prescott score just a second ago, but I didn't quite catch it.
I didn't hear it either.
Prescott is up 30-14 over McGee. That was with a minute left in the third. So if the Curly Wolves hold on, it's going to be the Curly Wolves against the Wildcats. Harding, again, is the two-time defending 3A state champion. This will be their last year in 3A. They'll bump up to 4A next year. It's got that, Leland, Mr. Barclay called it a while ago. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But they take the points, a certain amount of points from the private schools over the last 4 years. And for so many, if you have a winning season, you get 1 point. Make it to a playoff and win a playoff game or a tournament game, you get 2 points. Semi or state finalist, you get 3 points. If you win the state championship, you get 4 points. So that's totaled up over a 4-year career for the private schools. So next season,
It's going to look a lot different.
it's going to look a lot different. It honestly is. You got Junction City moving up. I think we kind of on the way down. There's 6 or so. Junction's moving up.
Down south.
Gurdon's
east.
moving up. Yeah, it's pretty much just the southern teams just moving up. So the 5 and 6 conference next year is going to look interesting. Where we go next year could be interesting. We may get bumped to the 1. We'll see. Yaleville Summit bumps up from 2A, so they may be picked up in Charleston's conference. So it'll be interesting to see where we get placed next year. But as far as tonight, got the stats brought up here. So Harding Academy had 40 plays for 530 yards, 16 minutes and 12 seconds time of possession. They had 27 carries for 280 yards, 11 of 13 passing for 250 yards. Two passing touchdowns, no turnovers, 19 first downs. 11 of those was on the ground, 6 of them was through the air. Let's see, the Wildcats were 5 of 6 on third down for 83%. That's the best that anybody's done against the Cats defense within the last 6 or 7 opponents. The Wildcats did have 7 penalties for 68 yards and 1 punt for 46. The Booneville Bearcats had 54 plays, 382 yards of offense, 31 minutes and 45 seconds time of possession. Had 52 carries for 360 yards, 1 of 2 passing for 22 yards. We had 1 turnover, had 17 first downs, 16 on the ground, and had 1 through the air, but had a penalty on that one. So that's where the other first down comes in. We were 1 of 11 on third downs for 9%. We were 3 of 6 on fourth down for 50%. We had 10 penalties for 86 yards and 3 punts, averaging 31.7 yards. Now for your individual stats. For Harding, Cade Smith, 9-11 passing for 170 yards and a touchdown. The halfback pass wall earlier in the game, Coke, 1 of 1 for 76 yards, and then Owen Miller, number 6, had 1 pass for 4 yards. Andrew Miller was the leading rusher with 190 yards on 12 carries and 2 touchdowns. Cade Smith had 93 yards on 10 carries and 4 touchdowns. Andrew Miller, that is, was the leading receiver with 83 yards on 2 catches. He had a touchdown. And Hoover had 76 yards on 3 catches and a touchdown. Fox had 40 yards on 2 catches. Coke had 34 on 3 catches. And Simmons had 17 on 1. Leading tackler for the Wildcats was Mercer, number 50, with 6.5, followed by Cole, number 30, with 5.5. Chisholm, Rush, and Jones had 3, and Chisholm had 5. Thank you. Now for your individual stats for your Booneville Bearcats. Randon Ironman Ray, 1 of 2 passing for 22 yards. Randon had 25 carries, 151 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Brooks Herrera had 3 carries for 84 yards. Rylan Ray had 12 carries for 73 yards. Dax, 7 for 34 and a touchdown. And Rocky Ross, 5 for 18. Ray Splensett had the lone catch of 22 yards. Dax Goff, leading tackler, with 11. Casey Matson, Rylan Ray both had 4.5. Mason, the Masonator goers, Randon Ironman Ray, and Trace Hall all had 1.5. I will hop over here real quick and tell you exactly how many yards Randon wound up with for his career real quick. It is loading. Just bear with me, folks. All right, all the way to the bottom. Nope, that's passing yards. I guess I could tell you. All right, so Randon, for his career, he had 538 carries for 4,342 yards and 74 touchdowns. That is the new career rushing record at Booneville High School. Record was held by his dad. His dad had 42-43, and Randon had 43-42. So that's kind of cool. Randon did tie his brother's record for the most touchdowns in a season with 33, and Bryson May's career touchdowns was 74. So Randon's had a career year, a career college, or not college, a career high school performance, and definitely going to be missed. Let's see. I'm going to hop over here, and I'm pretty sure Rowland wound up with 1,000 yards, excuse me. Let's see here. Yes, Rowland had 132 carries on the year for 1,027 yards and 12 touchdowns. So both the Ray boys wound up over 1,000 yards. So Bearcats back to having 2 guys over 1,000 yards. Dax Goff was close. I'll tell you exactly how close he was. Rocky was 145 yards off from having 1,000 yards. And Dax, he had 96 carries for 947 yards and 12 touchdowns. So just about 53 yards short of 1,000 yards. And I'll go ahead and give you the flashes. Rocky Ross, yardage real quick, senior for the Bearcats. He's going to be missed as well in the backfield. He had 57 carries for 873 yards. For his career, he had 62 carries for 906 yards and 12 touchdowns. Now, Rocky mainly played defense last year. He didn't play his sophomore year. He played nose guard last year for the most part on the defense. and he played some on certain plays at halfback for the Bearcats last year. This year, Rocky just pretty much started on offense at halfback. Got a group of guys, Isaac, that's leaving that's going to hurt. Randon's going to be gone. Rocky's going to be gone. We're losing our 2 tackles in Casey Manson and Mason Goers, and I can't give enough credit to those guys that they wasn't offensive linemen to begin with. Casey was a tight end / fullback, and Mason, he was also the other tight end. So you asked both those guys at the start of the year, hey, we need you to move to tackle, and those guys just took it on full force, and they did a good job, and we had a tremendous offensive line this year. Very, very good offensive line. You had Mr. Matt O'Bar at center. You had Barnes and Welling at your guards, and then Matson and Goers at your tackles. And you had a pretty good offensive line. Your defense did a phenomenal job this year. Had 4 defensive touchdowns this year in the playoffs. I believe is what Glenn. Let's see. I'll tell you folks real quick. I know I'm taking a little bit of time, but last game I'll try to get you some stats for these guys, and that way when they come back and somebody can come back and watch and see, that way y'all have this here for you. Let me see here. All right, so last week there were 3 interceptions. All right, so 2 of them was by Dax Goff, and he had 1 return for a touchdown. The other one was by Brooks. It was the 6th time there had been at least 3 in a playoff. The record is 4, which has been done 4 times. So that was for turnovers in the playoffs. Let's see. I'll jump over here and let's see. Change. To give you the defensive stats, let's see. Refresh my phone real quick. All right. Now, as far as defense goes, well, so Dax, he had 11 tackles tonight. He came in with 76, so he's going to wind up with 87 tackles on the year, give or take a couple. Well, it keeps going back on me. Mason and Casey both come in with 54 tackles, as well as Dunn Daniel on the year. Dunn's coming back. We lose Casey and Mason on the defense at the linebacker spot, but we got Cody Elliott coming back. Dax Goff is coming back. Dunn Daniel's coming back. That's 3 linebackers right there. You got Mr. Welling coming back on the line. Chase Plumell is going to be back. We've got quite a bit of guys coming back. You got Peyton Tatum coming back. He'll take over at the quarterback. And Peyton has done a good job this year filling in when he goes in at quarterback. So you'll have him at quarterback. He'll be on the defense. Brooks is going to be coming back at defense. Trace Hall will be back at corner. And Trace may have some time at halfback. I mean, me personally, I'd like to see that. Trace has got some speed, and it would add more to our offense as far as running backs. You know, we've talked about having a lot of running backs this year that can just change parts. Dax plays halfback and fullback. You could rotate those 2 guys in there, you know, him and Ryland. And you got Brooks there at halfback as well. You got Cody Elliott at halfback and Garrick Barr. He's played fullback some. But we got quite a bit of guys coming back. Going to miss this group of seniors. Pablo, he's come in, foreign exchange student from Spain. Did a very good job. Got himself in the Bearcat record book as far as consecutive PATs is made. And made a 35-yard PAT, which is pretty good. But going to miss him. So that's pretty good to have 2 years back-to-back, have pretty good kickers. You had Gavin Kent last year. You got Pablo Greticos Ferrer this year. So we'll have to see who's going to be kicker next year. Cade's graduating. Cade Smith is. He filled in kicking for the Atkins game, and he did pretty good. Going to miss Ray Splensett. He was receiver. Tayton Rice is going to be gone. He was on special teams. You got to have a good special teams, in my opinion. I love special teams, and if you ain't got guys out there on special team making plays, then – you know, you're going to wind up setting yourself up in a bad field position to defend the ball. And but we're going to miss these group of seniors. and wish them well. And basketball season, got the tournament, Booneville Invitational Tournament championship tomorrow. The Cats and the Lady Cats are both playing in the championship. Is that correct, Chuck? That is correct. Who are they playing?
The Bearcats are going to be playing Akron at 6 o'clock. Before that, the Lady Cats will be playing D Queen at 4.
So y'all tune in. That'll be on YouTube. You can go to Glenn's page or BoonevilleBearcats.com. It'll be on there as well. For Isaac Brown, I am Zach Austin, and for the last time of the 2021 football season, we're going to be signing off here. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all next year. Maybe see y'all at a couple basketball games this year. And remember, as always, even though this didn't go our way, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.